off this time, and Kairos Lad came out rather sluggishly. He's back last on settling, and the early leader is Our Cracker from Wings of Song and Latin Bayer, then Maria River Lad, followed by Yalaroy Sporting. A length opponent, second last is Strange, and a length further back Kairos Lad. Our Cracker straight to the lead at the end of 300 metres, and around the first corner he goes. A length and a half on Maria River Lad, 2 lengths away third Wings of Song. Sporting is travelling fourth on the inside of Latin Bayer, and a couple to Yalaroy Strange wide, opponent the fence, and Kairos Lad is last of all, back about 9 lengths off the lead, occupied by Our Cracker, who's being attacked on the outside by Maria River Lad, and Maria River Lad runs to the lead at the 1200 from Our Cracker. In the third spot Wings of Song, and travelling fourth Latin Bayer, fifth Sporting the inside, about 2 lengths further back Yalaroy from opponent Strange is second last, and Kairos Lad is last. Racing onto the next corner, sighted near the 1000 marker, Alyssa slows the speed a little on Maria River Lad, and the horse leads about 2 lengths or so on Our Cracker, 2.5 to Wings of Song. Latin Bayer's running fourth. Yalaroy's improving now for Brian York, and then Sporting on the inside. A length and a half to Kairos Lad. Second last is Strange. Opponent drops out last. On the side of the track they travel, and the 600 marker is in their sights, and Maria River Lad is the pilot by a couple of lengths. Our Cracker, third Wings of Song, followed by Yalaroy Sporting. 1 to Kairos Lad, who's got 3 behind him. Latin Bayer, opponent, and Strange on the bend, and Maria River Lad straightens up about 2 lengths on the Kiwi Our Cracker. Wings of Song is third, followed on the outside by Kairos Lad, and then Yalaroy and Sporting to the 250. Maria River Lad, a length and a half clear on Our Cracker. Kairos Lad is warming to the task now. Here he comes. Maria River Lad about to be tackled on the outside by Kairos Lad. Our Cracker is sticking on pretty well. Here's a go, Maria River Lad. Kairos Lad on the outside. The favourite does best. Kairos Lad gets there. 2 out of 2 today for Larry Cassidy. Kairos Lad from Maria River Lad. Third posse going to Our Cracker at a good margin to a swarm. Wings of Song, Strange, Yalaroy Sporting, Latin Bayer, and opponent. Number 1, Kairos Lad, 240, 140. Number 1, Kairos Lad. No numbers up, there they go now, 194. Well, he came out of the stalls a little awkwardly. He was a bit dancy in the gates, and when they opened he probably missed a length and a half or so, but given plenty of time to settle down, he's worked his way down the stretch in dogged fashion to win. 240, 140. Number 9 is second, and that is Maria River Lad. Gave a big sight, and it'll pay $5.70. And number 4, third, Our Cracker, and the dividend is $1.60. The exotics, 34.50 Quinella, 53.80 Exacta, and the trifecta's paid $213. The winner,
1 Kairos Lad, 261.59. Maria River Lad, $5. 4 Our Cracker, 170. Gay Waterhouse, the winning trade.
Mrs. Val Smith, F. Cruz, T and Mrs. B. Lynch. By random chance from Swept Away, a 4-year-old bay gelding, and Larry Cassidy aboard has run 157.27 there.
On the gates, Regal Conspiracy hasn't got any pace. It'll take the skills of Oliver to get it out. If it does get out, it'll running. Jumped away quickly, the favourite Regal Conspiracy. Quickly headed, though, by Silk Shamrock, and further out in the track, the Tasmanian horse O'Donnell. And Elwood Manor from the outside is starting to scoot right across up towards the front when they settle down. O'Donnell led now from Elwood Manor and Silk Shamrock, and further back then came Rosalind's Doctor on the outside of Square Time. Back about 6th on the fence is Regal Conspiracy. Outside it came Zabuan. 2 lengths further back, Blazing Steel is out 3 deep around the outside of Hot Taste and Ultra Smug the fence. A length further back then Seeking, followed by Our Position and the Bookmaker coming down the side inside the 1100 metre mark, and O'Donnell took up the lead by 3/4 to Elwood Manor. 2 further back Silk Shamrock and a half to Rosalind's Doctor. 2 lengths further back, running 5th in the race would have been Square Time. 2 to Regal Conspiracy inside Zabuan. Blazing Steel 3 out, a length and a half to Ultra Smug Hot Taste. Then Seeking, and 2 lengths to Our Position and the Bookmaker. At the 700 metre mark, O'Donnell just in front of Elwood Manor, and they slowed up in front now from Rosalind's Doctor outside Silk Shamrock. Square Time is getting going, so is Blazing Steel out wide. Ultra Smug got up on the inside of Regal Conspiracy, and 2 lengths to Buin. Hot Taste Seeking, and further back the Bookmaker, and last of all Our Position. O'Donnell the leader on the turn from Elwood Manor, and further out Rosalind's Doctor and Square Time coming at them. Silk Shamrock is strung up back on the inside, and Regal Conspiracy gets out with with Blazing Steel at the 300-metre mark. O'Donnell in front from Elwood Manor, and here's Regal Conspiracy down the middle. Silk Shamrock can't get a run further back our position. It's Regal Conspiracy after O'Donnell. Regal Conspiracy moving up to O'Donnell close to the line, and Regal Conspiracy gets up to win. A neck O'Donnell, third home is Silk Shamrock, and fourth our position out deep. A gap into Ultra Smug, followed further back by Hot Taste. Then came Blazing Steel from Square Time. Behind those, Rosalind's Doctor, Cebu and the Bookmaker, well back Elwood Manor, and Seeking Not Racing well back at the tail.
6 Regal Conspiracy, $4, 160. 2 O'Donnell, 240. 9 Silk Shamrock, 220.
On the Super Tab, 6 Regal Conspiracy, $4 and $1.70. Second to number 2, O'Donnell to pay $2.20, and 9 should get third, Silk Shamrock, $2.10.
Down to about the 700-metre mark, allowed Ultra Smug to get up inside him. Got the horse out in time, and he knew he'd be strong at the finish, and that's what he was. He picked up the Tassie horse, O'Donnell. He ran a bowl race in front, and Silk Shamrock just strung up for a run a little in the home straight, gets into third just ahead of our position, which has come from last on the home turn. There was specking for the horse too. All right, Bruce Elkingen's got the winner. He had a nice weight drop today, Regal Conspiracy. He was prime, ready to win this race. And Dee Oliver's got him home, and he's talking with Mark.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Congratulations, Bruce. This horse really deserved to win this afternoon.
Yeah, he certainly did, Mark. He was very unlucky last start, and, you know, I was a little bit concerned about the barrier one, but in Damien Oliver's hands, he certainly rode a perfect race.
He travelled a little closer today, which was better than what he was at Flemington. To me, the horse, he still doesn't like to win, though, does he? I noticed Damien actually put the stick away about 50 metres out, and it suited the horse.
Yeah, well, I said to Damien that he's a horse that doesn't like an overlot of the whip, and he more does not like racing inside horses.
They're about to move in Newcastle.
And they're off. An even break. Grand Centro out quickly. Valley Warrior is going to lead, however. Pete Bog and Blazer are not far back, and likewise Forest. Space Age is going round the outside, and as they settle, Valley Warrior leads the way. About 3/4 of a length on Blazer. Pete Bog third. Space Age getting into a nice position fourth. Then Grand Centro Forest on the inside, followed by Olivia Top Weekend. And a length further back, Golden Comet. They're stringing out as Valley Warrior puts on the pace. And down the side he goes. 2 lengths clear of Blazer. 1 3/4 Pete Bog. A similar margin, Space Age, and 2 Grand Centro. Forest on the inside, and then a gap to Olivia, and 2 to Top Weekend, and on the inside Golden Comet. Racing to the bend here on the third at the Gardens, and Valley Warrior is the leader by 2.5 lengths on Blazer as they set sail for the judge. Pete Bog third. Forest the inside. Space Age wider out, hard ridden. Olivia trying to get into the open. Space Age keeping him locked away, but there's a run now for Olivia almost closer in. Down to the 200. Blazer hits the front. Pete Bog goes after him. Olivia's into the open now. Valley Warrior's dropped off, but Pete Bog draws level with Blazer. Olivia trying hard to reach Pete Bog, but the favourite Pete Bog is pulling out plenty. Away he goes, and Pete Bog on the line, a length the Blazer. Third Olivia, followed by Forest, Valley Warrior, Grand Centro, Top Weekend, Golden Comet second last, and Space Age ended up at the tail of the field.
5 Pete Bog on the Super Tab there to return. 3.30, 1.52 Blazer, 2.80, and 4 Olivia, 1.60.
$30 and $1.40, taking the Ridges Parramatta handicap in good style. He put paid to Blazer in the last 75 and drew away to beat him comfortably on the line. Number 2 Blazer has run second and will pay a dividend of $3.10. And we're just awaiting on the full numbers, in fact, to show after the third race of the afternoon. Run in 1:10.49. Number 4 will be third Olivia, and had a bit of a checkered passage in the straight, $1.80. Exotics, $14.60 Quinella, $23 Exacta. And the trifecta's returned $106.70. The winner, trained by Johnny Hawkes for the Crown Lodge, the Woodland Stud Syndicate, and is by Canny Ladd from Closhan, a 4-year-old bay gelding. He's had 18 starts for 3 wins, 3 seconds and 2/3, and perfectly ridden by Rodney Quinn. 1:10.49, 34.30, and the official fourth was number 7 Forest. Yeah, he was just too good. Space Age just ran out of puff over the concluding stages. Olivia got out in plenty of time, I thought, after having a checkered run from the 400 to about the 250. But Pete Bog, as I said, Rod gave him a perfect run in transit, and he was just too solid for Blazer, drawing away to win by 1 1/4 lengths the winning margin, a long neck between second and third. And here are Tates. Number 5, the winner, Pete Bog, 3.30 and 1.40. Number 2, Blazer, second, 3.10. Number 4, third, Olivia, paid 1.80. The Quinella at 14.60, exact at $23. Trifecta, $106.70. The scratchings, 1 Palladium Star came out at 12.01. Number 9, the other late one, Maestro Maker, at 1.58. That takes us away for the moment. I'll be back shortly with openers on race number 4.
Thanks, Ian.
They're off and running. And out in a pretty good line too, with one of the best out, Oliver Twist from Umrum. Just behind those Rustic Dreams settling down, and further out into Gaze is nice and handy. Royal Voyage coming from the outside, having trouble getting across when they settle. It's Umrum just heading off Oliver Twist, and Royal Voyage committed to go forward but pulling. Into Gaze drops straight in behind them now, fourth a length away. 2 to Rustic Dream and Arena, a length and a half support, followed by Labille. And last of all is In a Flurry up the back of the track. Royal Voyage working on the outside of Umrum, trying to get across. Can't do so at the moment. He's pushing on for it though, and he'll get over now, Royal Voyage, to lead Umrum. Gaze is now caught 3 wide on the outside, and back in the middle is Oliver Twist. There followed 2 lengths Rustic Dream from Arena, 2 Zapor, followed by Labille, and In a Flurry last of all. Coming down the side of the 1,000-metre mark, Royal Voyage led 3/4. Gaze is now rested outside him, 2 lengths further back, Umrum third. A neck the outside, Oliver Twist, 2 further back, Arena. It's gone up 5th on the outside of Rustic Dream, 1 Zapor, then Labille, and In a Flurry last of all. They slow up at the 800-metre mark, and the leader Royal Voyage 3/4 in front of Gaze. A length further back, Umrum, outside at Oliver Twist, 1 further back, 5th on the outside, Arena, followed by Rustic Dream, Zapor, then Labille, and last of all In a Flurry, 5 lengths off them. Gaze going up to Royal Voyage at the 500-metre mark before the turn. Oliver Twist 3 out, Arena 4 out, and 6 wide on the turn, Zapor. They're followed further back by Umrum and Rustic Dream. The sprinters on. It's Gaze outside Royal Voyage. Royal Voyage straight the neck in front of Gaze. Oliver Twist up the middle, followed by Arena, and further back Zapor. Gaze having trouble reaching Royal Voyage. Oliver Twist is out in the centre from Arena at the 100-metre mark. Royal Voyage in front. Oliver Twist out in the middle from Arena, then Gaze. Royal Voyage still in front. Oliver Twist trying to make a late lunge, but Royal Voyage has won the weight for age by a long head on the line. 2 Oliver Twist and Arena, and flying home late as In a Flurry. Then Gaze, he had no ping in the straight from Umrum. Further back in the race came Rustic Dream, Arena pulling up quickly after the line with Labille and Zapor near the tail.
Outside of 7 Royal Voyage, 23.80, 5.60. 5 Oliver Twist, 1.60. 2 Arena, 2.30.
7 Royal Voyage, 22.80 and 5.30. 5 Oliver Twist, 1.90. 2 Arena, $2.10.
Finally arrested the lead over the top of the hill, and he's led them. They had their chance to run him down. He turned on the rail in front from Gaze, Oliver Twist and Arena, but he just kept giving this horse back on the inside. And he's realised the potential that he's shown from time to time, this horse, and he's got through. He probably deserved to win a good race, and he's won it today. Oliver Twist couldn't pick him up. Arena into 3rd placing, and right on the hammer Gaze and Labille, and In a Flurry. Wasn't she getting home at a terrific rate? Okay, it's 7, 5 and 2. 7, 5, 2, number 7. Royal Voyage, ridden by Greg Childs, and the Group 2 St George Stakes, prepared by Matty Allerton.
And the tote, 7 Royal Voyage, 23.80, 5.60. 5 Oliver Twist, $1.62. Arena third, 2.30. Quinella, $52. Exacta, $139.40. The 7.52 Trifecta, $769.20. In race 5.
Move. They level up now and the gates are back and they've broken a good line. Reenact went back after the start. French Braids, Irish Pride away very quickly with Top Slice, and there's the Duff and King of Danes coming across looking for the lead. Wide out Kutamudu rushing forward to 5th position. Dandify was next. Utrillo on the fence, and De France improving from Country Success second last, and 2 lengths to Reenact. It's King of Danes on the fence with Kutamudu going up to tackle at the 6.50. Irish Pride a length and a half third, then Top Slice. French Braids 5th the rail. They were followed by Utrillo, badly snookered on the inside of De France. Dandify never on the track from Country Success, and last of all Reenact. Homeward bound, and Kutamudu's up to King of Danes, and he's put his nose in front. Irish Pride a length away. French Braids on the fence under pressure. 2 lengths Utrillo looking for a run. There's none there at the moment from Dandify. It's Larry Cassidy taking Kutamudu up to King of Danes and putting his nose in front, but the filly's out. French Braids on the outside with a flashing run at the 100 pole. It's scorched to the front. She races
raced away from Kutamutu, and French Braids oh so impressive. Went home 1 2.5 to Kutamutu. King of Danes third, and Reenact late when it was all over. Utrillo had absolutely no luck. They were followed by Irish Pride, then Dandify de France, Country Success, and Top Slice last in. Didn't she pick up and run that filly the last 200 metres? Very impressive. 480 and 170. And Hands and Heels from Corey Brown. And she may be a real contender for the Golden Slipper. Her time is 1:3.67. Home in 34.22. Now the race record, let me have a little look here, is 1:3.61. So she's 0.06, 600ths of a second outside of that record. She's been well backed here on the TAB late and has won like a good filly. Speed was on. She had a cosy run on the fence. Trained by Billy Mitchell. And when Corey Brown got her to the outside, she was making no ground, the fence being scrubbed up, coming around the bend. But when he got her to the outside, a victory wave near the line from Corey Brown, and she dashed quickly. And, of course, Corey goes off to Hong Kong now. I bet he'd like to be staying around to ride her if she heads towards the Golden Slipper, which no doubt she will. $4.80 and 170.
Field of 13 2 years ago. And Knowledge 3 years back came from a 15 and a field of 15 as well. Racing, Mannington went away well, so on the outside did Dashing Granada, and bouncing brilliantly here is Happy Giggle, followed by Top Perch, and further back then Tennessee Midnight. Lord Dane behind those, followed by Road to Success, is getting up on the inside, and Operators is just off them when they settle down. Over on the inside, Road to Success, joined by Tennessee Midnight. A length, Happy Giggle and Top Perch deep, followed by Operators, Lord Dane. Sparks pushing up in the middle, just off midfield is Mannington, then Dashing Granada. Further back in the race then came Bricade. Over on the inside is Happy Morning, and well back was Pot and Flyer. 600 metres to go now. Tennessee Midnight outside, Road to Success. Top Perch is wide. Back in the middle, Happy Giggle running fourth, followed by Sparks, Lord Dane. Moving up the outside, Mannington, then Pot and Flyer. Further back, Operators, followed by Dashing Granada. Happy Morning, and last of all, Bricade around the turn. Tennessee Midnight going up to Road to Success. Road to Success, a neck now, Tennessee Midnight. Mannington right down the middle, 3 lengths off them from Happy Giggle. Then Pot and Flyer. Road to Success, the leader. Mannington is drifting out wide. She's pecking back the leader. Road to Success still in front from Mannington, who's trying hard from Punt and Flyer. Road to Success. Road to Success is going to do it. Road to Success has won the Blue Diamond. Might be Punt and Flyer second, or Mannington out deep, and Lord Dane back to the rail. A gap in the race further back then to Dashing Granada. They're followed further back in the event by Sparks. Then came behind those Tennessee Midnight from Operettas. Then Happy Morning, Bricade. Well back Happy Giggle with it, Top Perch.
4 Road to Success, 32.80 and 6.20 for the Miners. 9 Pont and Flyer, 2.20. 8 Mannington, 1.30.
And on Super Tab, 4 Road to Success, 26.80 and $5.60. Number 9 Pont and Flyer, 2.10. 8 Mannington, 1.40.
Number 4 has won the Blue Diamond. Number 4, Road to Success, is pushed up on the inside to lead. Tennessee Midnight headed it when they turned for home, but again it got the front. And although drifting away from the rail, has staved all challenges off from Mannington out in the middle. Pont and Flyer starting to come back near the inside with Lord Dane. But Road to Success, a late entry into the race for trainer John Salonitri. What a payday for John. Now the minor placings after the photo, number 9 has got second, Pont and Flyer, and Mannington, number 8, has got third. 4, 9 and 8. 4, 9 and 8. Johnny Salonitri. Local trainer is with Mark Broadfoot now.
Thanks very much, Brian. Congratulations, John. What a great thrill after the late entry fee. Super training effort.
Yes, it was a very good effort. All credit to the horse. He done an enormous job to back up 3 weeks in a row. He's very tough, very tough. All credit to him. All credit to Jimmy too. It was a very good ride.
You expected to be up on the pace as was the other day?
Yes, I just left the riding instructions up to Jimmy. All I said, you've seen the way he raced the other day. Just do your best, and as it turned out, he did his best, all right.
Johnny, you've got a very small team of horses. Take us back to the sales when you buy horses. What do you look for in a horse, a baby, that may one day get to where you are today and winning the Blue Diamond? Tell us about it.
Well, I got a lot of my experience through Jim Collin, looking at horses through the sales, and he pointed out a lot of points to look in the horses, and I just took it from there.
Searchlight may be in because Bad Boy Buck is
And the best to begin was Jean's Interest from Harmonia Tyrrell. Zabwatch improving her position. Consolidator a bit wide at the moment, followed by Danyon and then LA Blur and 3 lengths to Yippee-I-O. As they race past the 1800 metres marker, and Zabwatch through on the inside to shade Jean's Interest. Harmonia in the 3rd position, still just a trifle wide, so too is Tyrrell. Going up quickly is Consolidator, then LA Blur, Danyon holding the rails and 3 lengths to Yippee-I-O. Consolidator's rider Chris Muntz was caught wide, so he decided to go to the lead now, and Consolidator sweeps a length and a half Tyrrell to the back. Zabwatch the rails, 3rd, Harmonia 4th, then Jean's Interest. As they pass the 14, LA Blur 3rd last, Danyon next to last, and a couple Yippee-I-O. It's Consolidator the leader. Along the back of the track they run to the 1200 pole, and Consolidator. Muntz well up in the irons, a length and 3/4 the break on Tyrrell as the speed is slowing. Zabwatch 3rd, 4th Harmonia. The inside 5th is Jean's Interest for Gavin Duffy, and then LA Blur. 2nd last in the race is Danyon and a half length to Yippee-I-O. At the halfway marker past the 1000 they go. No change in the order. It's Consolidator making play. Just over a length on Tyrrell. Zabwatch the inside from Harmonia the grey. Over on the inside is Jean's Interest. LA Blur being 3rd last. 2 lengths to Yippee-I-O and a neck back on the inside of Danyon. They come along the side, and at the 650 it's Consolidator clear. Tyrrell holding 2nd. Zabwatch is next, followed by Harmonia, Jean's Interest. Larry Cassidy about to rev up and make ground quickly on LA Blur, and Yippee-I-O is trying to sprint at the same time as LA Blur. In fact, he's getting onto the back of that horse, and Danyon's last as they round the corner. Consolidator the leader. Set sail for the judge, only just in front, but joined by Tyrrell, and Harmonia's joining in also. A length and a half to LA Blur. He'd need to get a spurt on, and then Yippee-I-O. Harmonia hits the front past the 175. Tyrrell the inside. They beat off Consolidator. Johnny Marshall for Bart Cummings on Harmonia. What a combo, and they're going to win another cup. Harmonia from Tyrrell and Consolidator. Then Yippee-I-O, Jean's Interest, LA Blur, Danyon and Zabwatch Absolutes.
Number 7, Harmonia, $31 the win, $4.80 to place. 6, Tyrrell, $2.70, and number 5, Consolidator, $1.50.
And John, Harmonia, number 7, $28 upwards. Add on a 10-cent piece, $28, 10, $4.80. Tyrrell, $2.90. Consolidator, $1.30. What a formidable combination these two gentlemen are. Bart Cummings and John Marshall. Harmonia by Last Tycoon from Gold Harmony, raced by Miss Julie Ritchie and Mr. P. Longworth, and having her 32nd.
Racing in the futurity, Miss Penny Money on the inside, flew the gates. Blackfriars and Shizu went back after the start, and Testarossa is going to go forward now. Testarossa around the outside, heads off Miss Penny Money, and on the outside, Reduce Choice. It'll now go up to the girth of Testarossa. When they settle down now, Testarossa 3/4 in front of Reduce Choice, and they slow up a length and a half in front of Miss Penny Money. 5 lengths into Shizu, and 2 last of all is Blackfriars. Coming down the side now as they race towards the 1100 metre mark. Testarossa about 3/4 in front of Reduce Choice. 2 further back, Miss Penny Money, a length and a half, Shizu, and 3 last of the 5 is Blackfriars. 800 to go, and here Oliver dictating on Testarossa, a neck in front. Beedman won't let him out of his sights on the other colt now, moving up Reduce Choice. Not much between them, 600 to go, it'll be a sprint home. Shizu's worked up to 3rd outside Miss Penny Money, and 4 lengths Blackfriars last of all. The tempo increases at the 500 metre mark near the turn. Testarossa a neck in front, Reduce Choice on the outside, called on, put under a bit of pressure, and Testarossa rails for home. A half in front of Reduce Choice, and they're all flat, a length and a half, Miss Penny Money. Then Shizu down at the 300 metre mark, and Testa has accelerated 2, 3 in front. Miss Penny Money getting out, Reduce Choice can't go on. Testarossa controlling the race for Oliver. Miss Penny Money with a late run, but Testarossa does it again. 3/4 on the line, Miss Penny Money. 2 away, 3rd is Reduce Choice, a gap to Blackfriars, and Shizu last of the 5.
1 Testarossa, 2.40, 1.30. 4 Miss Penny Money, 2.40, no 3rd, 2 Reduce Choice.
Testarossa, 2.30, 1.40. Miss Money Penny, number 4, 2.30, no 3rd for 2. Redoubt's Choice.
Controlled the race all the way, took control of the event, and he has been too good. Testarossa accelerating away at the 400 metre mark, leaving Reduce Choice with Miss Penny Money getting out for the late challenge, but it made no difference. It's Testaross's Futurity Stakes today, number 1. Brilliant performance all the way in 1:23.73. Ridden by Damien Oliver. Hands and heels all the way up the straight. A slap down the neck. Never harming the colt. Just a couple behind, right near the line. And there's the punch to the air with the whip by Damien after the post as he holds Miss Penny Money and Reduced Choice, weakening after being within a neck of the winner right on the point of the turn. But he turned it into a sprint home, D. Oliver. And he has collected the prize. Miss Penny Money second, Reduced Choice is third. 1, 4 and 2. 1, 4 and 2. Testarossa, a gallant racehorse, a magnificent 3-year-old, trained by Dean Lawson. The horse is a credit to Dean, and ridden by Damien Oliver, who has a great understanding of the horse. And he really is the favourite, becoming the favourite of punters here in Victoria.
Right, about to move in at Newcastle. 1 Testarossa, 240 the win, 130 the place. 4 Miss Penny Money, 240, no third dividend, 2 Reduced Choice. Quinella, 580, exacta $9.50. The 142 trifecta, $13.10. In race 7.
Racing in the Millie Fox, and Roseville immediately dropped out the back, and Verdict Declared from a wide alley straight to the lead from Trico and Hot in the City. Roseville and Flying Celebrity improving, followed by Capitalism. Then Snippet Slash the inside, wider out as Venticello. Sorrento Brief Kisses well back in the field as they sort themselves out, and the same can be said for Prenuptial and Zastov. They race down past the 750, and Verdict Declared putting on the power, a length and a half clear. Second Posse Roseville, Hot in the City third, and then Flying Celebrity, Snippet Slash, Capitalism wide, a gap to Trico, and then comes Sorrento, followed by Venticello, exceptionally deep. Brief Kiss over on the inside with a big task ahead of her from Zastov and Prenuptial. Around the corner on the Millie Fox, and Verdict Declared first for Homer, half to 3/4 Roseville. A length Hot in the City, sweating on a run. A length to Capitalism joining in. Here's Brief Kiss. She's made up many lengths along the inside rail. Down to the 200 marker, Verdict Declared the leader. Brief Kiss has run into a dead end now, though, followed by Capitalism, Snippet Slash and Trico. Verdict Declared in front from Capitalism on the outside. Verdict Declared hanging on, flying on the outside. Too late, Sorrento. Reckon Verdict Declared over Sorrento. Zastov flew. And oh, Brief Kiss, wasn't she unlucky? Snippet Slash. Further back in the field then came Hot in the City, Prenuptial, and then Trico, Venticello, Flying Celebrity. Capitalism pulled up quickly, and the same for Roseville. Terrific finish to the Millie Fox, with Verdict Declared going straight to the lead in the early stages. By golly, Sorrento flew home on the outside at Verdict Declared. That has just missed. There's the screen on track showing 11, and the judges put up number 11, Verdict Declared, ridden by Gavin Duffy. Well, there's Gav, not long back after a shocking fall in Brisbane about, 12 months ago, just over 12 months ago at the Gold Coast. And down here today, and he's rung up a win on Verdict Declared at $40.30 and $7.80. Number 3 is second, Sorrento, flying home, $2.30. Number 1, Zastov, has run third at $4.90. And the official fourth has gone to number 9, Snippets Lass. 11, 3 and 1. Verdict Declared is trained by Barbara Joseph in Canberra. She's having a wonderful season. Of course, she won a four-wheel drive at the Queanbeyan Cup meeting recently for training the winners of the 2 big races on the day. She's having a boomer of the season. She trains Verdict Declared for Mr. Tony Hartnell and Mrs. D.M. McDonald, the winner, a 5-year-old bay mare by Mr. Henry C. from Miss Guilty, and Gavin Duffy in the saddle, scored in a good finish.